Hi everyone, Frank again for Study English with Us, and today we have a really fun idiom to learn. It is, her bark is worse than her bite. Let's find out what it means now. Her bark is worse than her bite. Well, this can be a tough one because bark can have several different meanings. There is bark that covers the tree. There is bark that a dog, it's kind of the sound that the dog makes. Woof, woof. That's a bark. So when we hear someone say, "Don't worry, her bark is worse than her bite," we might wonder, well, what on earth? It just doesn't make any sense at all. What does it mean, her bark is worse than her bite? My boss, she doesn't have bark all over her, and she doesn't bark like a dog, and I've never seen her going around biting people. Why would my friend say that her bark is worse than her bite? Well, what it means in English, it's one of these idioms that we're learning. It's a saying in English that we have that simply says, if someone is speaking harshly with you, maybe they're raising their voice, and maybe it's your boss and they're trying to give you instructions, or they might be a little bit upset because of the way that you did something, and so they're speaking loudly and forcefully. Well, that's what they mean when your boss is barking. She's barking because she's speaking loudly at you. But your friend just wants to assure you that you shouldn't worry because she's really a nice person. The boss is actually quite nice. And even though she raises her voice at you, maybe you're a new employee, even though she might raise her voice at you, I wouldn't worry about it because she's really a nice person and she's not going to go any further than raising her voice to you. She's not going to hurt you in any other way. That's the bite part. Her bark is worse than her bite. In other words, she may speak loudly at you, but she is going to treat you well in the end. Okay, so if someone says that to you, they're just trying to encourage you. Don't worry about how she speaks to you. It's going to be okay because she's really a pretty good boss, and you don't have to worry. You're going to be okay. Don't worry, is basically what we're saying. So maybe you might see someone at the work site today getting a reprimand from their boss. Maybe you can try out this English idiom on your friend. So you might go up to your friend and say, "Don't worry, her bark is worse than her bite." You want to try it with me? Repeat after me. Her bark, or his bark, if it's a guy, is worse than his bite. His bark is worse than his bite. I hope you had fun learning this idiom. If so, give us a like, and maybe you want to share it with one of your friends. If you're seeing this on Facebook, go ahead and like our page and follow us for more idioms like this at Study English with Us. And if you're on YouTube and you haven't yet done so, we invite you to subscribe. So long for now.